Okay, what is up, my guys? So, in previous week's video, I mentioned something about how need to plan in a recovery week, right? Something like that, something along those lines. But I'll monitor my body as we go along, and then we see when I can have a deload week lah to recover. So basically, what I've been doing the last week lah was taking a very good recovery week lah. So from the September 24th all the way till 1st October, I was having a recovery week, a deload week, if you will. So basically, during this recovery week, what you will be doing is you'll be doing lesser load, lesser intensity, lesser volume lah. So really cut back down on the training so that you will allow your body to recover lah. Because I noticed, right, the past few weeks, Ryan and I, we've been going quite hard lah in the gym. And it's been, I think, from our first video we ever posted on gymming, right, it's been I think about 2 months since we've had like proper rest lah. We've been progressively overloading since I think it was June, so it's been like around 8 weeks lah, 8 weeks plus. So it's about time lah that we scheduled in a recovery week lah. So what I did, right, was I completely reduced the amount of sets I was doing. So last week I was doing around 5 sets per exercise, right? For my recovery week I was doing around 3 sets, and so that is the volume. For the intensity, which refers to the amount of weight I was using, I was also reducing the amount of weight I was using lah. But not so significantly. I was using around, maybe if I'll give an arbitrary number, it would be around 80% lah of like what I was originally doing like the week prior lah. So that's intensity lah. But then my frequency remained relatively constant lah. I was still going the same amount of times. So it was more like an active recovery kind of session lah. Leading up to this recovery week, right, I noticed also that I was having some joint pain lah. Okay, it wasn't like super severe, but it was like a bit, it was getting quite uncomfortable lah, especially when I did some bench, right? Like my left wrist, right, would have like this uncomfortable sensation lah. So I felt it was about time lah that I had a recovery week. On top of that, right, I think sometimes when you're training for so long, right, especially like 8-week period, right, it gets quite hard lah to know whether you're fully recovered lah from your session. Because like some days I'll wake up feeling very good, right, but then actually you're not actually fully recovered from your previous session lah. So I think having fixed like deload weeks would be ideal lah. Yeah, but I don't want to talk so much, so I'll basically just run you through like what I did lah. So for my training sessions, right, I was mainly doing a lot of like I reduced the number of compound movements I was doing now. I was doing a lot of like isolation movements like you can see from the video over here. Like I was doing mainly isolation exercises such as like the lateral raises, bicep curls, and when I did like compounds, right, like the squat, I used the dumbbell instead of the barbell. Number one is to avoid using very heavy weight lah, because for myself, right, like I find it very difficult to tone down lah. Like I always get very tempted to put on heavier weight lah, which is not good lah. So yeah, as you can see also in the video, I chose not to go to for some of the sessions lah, I didn't go to Anytime Fitness. Instead I used my condo gym because there's lighter weight, so I won't be tempted lah to use super heavy weight. Yeah, but recently, like yesterday, so today is the 4th of October. Yesterday, not yesterday, on Saturday, right, which was right after so the 2nd of October, right after my recovery week, right, I went back to my normal routine lah. Okay, not normal routine, but then I upped the volume again and upped the intensity. So what happened was that I really felt fantastic, bro. It was like the best I've ever felt. Like you can see from the video lah, the 100 kg squat that I was doing, right, was like the easiest 100 kg ever in my life. Okay, not easiest lah, but like it was relatively easier than the week prior lah. Yeah, so really recovery week is like works wonders lah. But in the first place, you have to be training consistently in order for you to like deserve and like have the recovery week in the first place lah. So my advice to those people who are gonna start their lifting journey in the future, or like are currently lifting, if you've been training for a super long period of time, like let's say 6 to 8 weeks, and then you notice that you're kind of hitting a plateau, or like you see your performance slightly deteriorating, try to monitor your training, see whether this continues for a long period, like 2 weeks, right? So what I noticed for myself was like for the past 2 weeks prior to this recovery week, I was noticing like I was feeling more fatigue and joint pain, and also not as like springy, you know, not as springy in my actions. Like when I doing my squat or like my chest press, right, I won't feel as much burst lah. So these are usually signs lah that your body's telling you to recover, or like take it easy pace. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's video. Just to keep myself accountable, as well as recording down my progress. So seems like we're on track to hitting big numbers lah for my squat. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's video. Thank you very much for watching, and always remember,